The Lifeline buff we've been waiting for is here. It's coming back to the game. She's going to return to her old infamous glory as the combat medic menace to society. Or is it a bunch of mid-tier level buffs from Respawn that no one really asked for and it really doesn't do that much for? I'm leaning more towards the second option. I'm going to go over though. I'm going to go over with you guys. You're going to let me know in the comments which one of these buffs are you most excited for? And do you think this changes her that much? Or is she still kind of in the same place she was in? Because none of these fixed the major problems all the community has expressed for a while now with her. Let's go over it. Increase Doc Healing Drone from 150 to 9999. So pretty much infinite. It's nice. I mean, cool. It'll save me maybe a syringe here and there. Typically, I really don't need, when they drop the health drone, I don't typically need to pop a syringe after. I guess it depends on the situation, if you have to move or whatever. It's a nice touch. I don't think they really changed anything. Let's go to buff 2. Maybe this will be the one that fixes it. Double the Doc Drone heal radius. So what I'm getting from this, they gave her Doc Drone, they took Viagra, shoved it in its mouth, so it has a bigger radius to heal and it can last longer. I like the radius. This is probably my favorite buff out of what they're doing to her, just because everyone's not so clumped up in one area right now. It's doubled. It's a good amount of space. You can use it in a building, possibly go a little bit downstairs or to a door and peek, and have to be right on top of the drone, get hit by nades, and get beamed by other teams. That's cool. That's awesome. That doesn't fix a lot of the major problems we had with her, but that's probably my favorite out of the other ones. This, I don't think it gets any better. Down teammates can now, opt out of the combat revive. The auto revive, you can now opt out of it. How is this going to work? Are they going to be getting revived by the drone and they can immediately put up their knockdown shield if they need it? I hope so. I think that would be the best idea. Is there going to be an animation to opt out of it? Because at that point, you're just dead as well. You're getting the animation for the revive, but then you have to have an animation to cancel the revive. You're fried. They're not going to stop, so you can opt out of the heal. I don't know how that's going to work, if it's going to be effective or not. How about this? Let me give you an idea of what you could have done instead of what you did. Because there's one more buff we'll go over as well. How about down teammates can now use their own knockdown shield while being revived, right? You can break the knockdown shield. The rarity of the knockdown shield also depends on the situation, and it could be clutch in the situation if they have the purple, the gold, maybe even the blue. But if they have the common or blue that's already been hit, you can fry it and still down the teammates. The shield's not as big as her old revive shield, but it still gives them an option to survive when being revived instead of immediately turn, focus, beam, and why did Lifeline even revive them in the first place? Because they're going to get focused immediately by other people. That's my opinion, what I would do with that situation. Let me know how you think about that, if you would want that, as opposed to maybe Lifeline's old shield, since they think that's broken and we can't have that anymore. I think my idea would be a lot better than being able to opt out of it. I feel like you're still going to get fried, you're still going to get beamed, and it really doesn't do that much, in my opinion. Yeah, it's nice, the situations where you're getting fried and you're like, I'm just getting beamed when I'm down. Okay, I get it. I don't know how I feel. I think my idea is a lot better. Let me know in the comments how you feel about that idea. Final buff. Reduce care package cooldown from 5 minutes to 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh my goodness, this is nutty. I can get my purple stock in 3.5 minutes now, as opposed to 5 minutes. Thanks. She's back to her old glory of being the combat medic, the healer of the game, the menace. No. Just change her ult completely at this point. I don't understand. Like, we already have smart loot. We already have insects, like the spiders and the prowlers that can drop smart loot as well. The smart loot in certain bins, if you have a support character that can open them. I don't understand. Her ult's not that good. I can craft my armor. I can craft bats. I don't necessarily need to drop a purple or blue one from a Lifeline package every 3 minutes and 30 seconds. At that point in the game, it's already been 2 zones, I think, or close to it, when I get my ult with no ultimate accelerant, and I don't necessarily need it that much. Maybe once every 10 games I can use it for cover in the end game if I'm playing Lifeline that much. Sure, I get that. That's not the purpose for her ultimate, and that's just like a little feature they didn't really intend too much, and it's just there. I don't think these buffs really do much of anything. Yes, the increased Doc Drone healing does a little. That's cool. The radius, I think, is the best part, in my opinion. Oh, you can opt out of the revive. Yay. And you can now get your purple sniper stock in 3 minutes and 30 seconds as opposed to 5 minutes. Guys, I don't know. We didn't really ask for any of these. They didn't really do much of the changes what we were talking about, like her revive shield or any of that. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Which one is your favorite? out of these buffs that she's possibly getting. This is a leak. There's probably coming either the 14th or the 21st. That's supposed to be when some patch notes are dropping. I would expect them around then as well. There's also a Lifeline Town Takeover, kind of like Pathfinder's Boxing Ring. I'm going to do a whole video on that, so subscribe, because we got a lot to cover there. It sounds really cool, a lot of fun. Something new just to add to the map in the middle of Season 13, which is great, and we're always down for that. But these buffs, I think she's going to be around in the same place that she was before. She's not taking over Newcastle's place. She's not taking over Gibby's place. She's really not moving that much up the ladder, in my opinion. Note in the comments, though, your favorite buff, and where does she stand now? You think this makes her better or worse? Subscribe for a lot more, because we have a lot of Apex stuff, surprisingly, coming your way.